If you're really passionate about what you're talking about, you might be very engaging for people to listen to your podcast. Hopefully by now you know that we have a podcast called Incoming Chat. Before putting the podcast together, we had to go through a creative process trying to figure out what kind of podcast we really wanted. Today we wanted to share with you a little bit of that process and 5 things that you want to focus before putting your podcast together. Welcome to Step Up. The first thing you want to do is to choose a subject. Think if you want to make money out of your podcast. Do you have a large audience for that? Can you sell sponsorships? Or maybe you just want to sell your product through your podcast, which is something that is very effective. However, if you find something that is your hobby or your passion, go for it. There's no problem. Try to choose something that you really like and just go for the podcast. Number 2, find the style. Try to give it your own twist, so something fresh. Do you want to be funny, informative, or serious? Listen to a lot of podcasts and see how other people is treating the same subject. However, try to find a style that is like you. Try to be yourself through your style. Number 3, think of the length. Do you have enough content to talk for 15 minutes, for 1 hour, for 4 hours? Short podcasts are easier for people to consume, but having a longer podcast allows you to also repurpose some of it into smaller pieces of content that you can later use in social media. Number 4, do you want to go solo or have guests? If you're really passionate about what you're talking about, you might be very engaging for people to listen to your podcast. Even though interviews require more experience, having a guest also gets people more engaged. People really likes to listen to someone else's conversation, even if they agree or not. And number 5, do you want sound only or you want to have video as well? Even though most of us consume podcasts as a sound only format in Spotify or Apple Podcasts, having a video as well allows you to have an extra channel, an extra avenue. You can create your own YouTube channel to engage people in a different way. So think about what works best for your podcast. Even though having a podcast is a constant work in progress, start with these 5 tips. Try to consider this before you move into it and let us know how it goes. That's all we have for you today. Ciao for now. We really want to hear from you, so make sure you leave a comment in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time.